want from a prize fight. Here we go.
What a venue, what a fight, what action.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Good luck.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? Fighting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
You're doing everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theatre, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent all laid out there.
This has been a very competitive round as the corner's got to take a good look at their fighter.
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see that, Tom?
It looks like he might not be as hurt as we thought.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting. Not caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back. Steady yourself. Recompose yourself. Then boom. Back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Well done with that counter shot. That one lands. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Miss with that jab. That one will count. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Quick punch scores. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the score. They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch on him clean. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. Oh, that punch. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot. That's another scoring shot. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? We'll try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They exchange punches. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine it being you. They're the size of an average man.
And now going for the finish.
Days, where should he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
Stumbling around in potholes.
Bambi legs are kick.
And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count.
Oh, he's down, he's down. Is he going to get up? He's staggering.
He's on his feet, but there's no way he's going to win this round now.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. That counter shot lands. Gotta wonder how big of a... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That one will count. Two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
Oh, my goodness. So that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
Not so tense anymore. Trying to loosen things up. I like it. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage, so there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Just missed with that jab. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Continues to touch him up. Missing with the hook. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. So much for defensive abilities.
Oh, what a shot. He's
Lomachenko on the canvas.
I've seen many shots like that. A simple short shot. Put the fighter down. 5, 6, 7, 8.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Good counter-punching. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Oh, they landed a good jab there.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They've got the momentum. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
God, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. That's another scoring shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. That jab misses.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that. They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Remember, with the lighterweights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Trying to land that jab. Looks like they're gonna try and be a little more elusive now. Gonna try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. So close with that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. They ring the bell, and here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Tried to score with a jab. These two are the perfect dance partners. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight.
His legs have gone, he's got to get a hand.
Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go.
Oh, what? What a shot. What? Oh, my goodness.
What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous